Good morning, Facebook. Hope you're having a good day. Hope your Friday's going to begin a good weekend for you. The other day I was on Amazon.com, as I often do, and I was purchasing an item for my car. I was making a repair on it, and I noticed something that I've noticed before, but I never really thought about, that as you're getting ready to buy, they give you a couple buying options. They give you the button that you can click that says proceed to checkout, and then they have another button. The other button says buy now with one click. And the reason they have that buy now with one click option is they want to make it easy for you to purchase it. Because if they make it easy for you to purchase that item, you'll be more likely to spend money. And also by having the one click option, it prevents hesitation, less likely that you're going to change your mind. It makes it easy for you to engage in the behavior that they want you to engage in. Amazon wants you to buy something, so they tell you to buy now with one click. They eliminate all the other clicks and make it so all you have to do is hit one button, and then you can buy what you need to buy. And we do this in our life. We try to make it easy to do the behaviors that are good. I do the same thing with our Bible camp. Here's what I do. When we're registering kids for Bible camp, we want them to fill out all their paperwork, and we want them to send it in. One of the things that we do is that we pay for a service that allows people to sign their waivers and their release of liability forms electronically. We've thought about having people physically sign the document and mail it in, but we know that if we make it a little bit difficult, if it requires someone to buy a stamp, to stuff an envelope, to put it in their mailbox, to mail it, that they're less likely to send in their forms. So we're willing to pay the money for an electronic, signature kind of form, because it will make the good behavior easier, easier to engage in. A couple weeks ago, I talked about that a lot of times in our life, we set up barriers. We called those barriers red velvet ropes. Those velvet ropes keep you from doing things that you shouldn't be doing. It's not necessarily a hard wall, but it's just something that makes it a little bit more difficult to engage in a bad behavior. On the flip side, just like the Amazon one-click button, we should also lay out red carpets in our life, making it easy to engage in good behaviors. We set up little barriers to keep us from doing the bad things, and we lay out the red carpet to help us do the good things. I was at a jiu-jitsu tournament last year, a real nice one, and they set up red carpets. In fact, they laid out these red carpets for the areas that they wanted the fighters to go. If you wanted to know where the warm-up area was, all you had to do was follow the red carpet. They didn't want you to get distracted. They didn't want you to go to the wrong place. They wanted to eliminate you coming up to different staff members and asking, where's the warm-up area? Instead, they just laid out a red carpet so you knew exactly where to go. So let me ask you this morning, what good behaviors do you want to engage in? And what red carpets are you going to lay out to make it easier to engage in those behaviors? Maybe it's in your spiritual life. Maybe you want to engage in prayer more. Maybe you want to study more. Maybe you want to improve your church attendance. Maybe you want to stop engaging in some negative behaviors and engage in good ones. Well, lay out little red carpets in your life to make it easier to engage in those good things. And in Hebrews chapter 12, and in verse 1, he kind of says the same thing. He's talking about making it easier to do good. He says, therefore, since we have so great a cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside, or let us cast off, every encumbrance and sin which so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. By getting rid of the sin, you're making it easier for you to run. Do those things that make it easier for you to do good. Lay out the red carpet and engage in those good behaviors. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed weekend.